Samboner Nation, hope everybody's having a real nice day. It's another beautiful, or should I say it's another shitty day right here in Philadelphia. We're out here samboning in the rain. My boy Colin Thompson is in town on his bye week, absolutely crushing Samboner Hood.
Just killing it,
and we couldn't be more excited to be posted up here at McGerks in Horsham, Pennsylvania. Thanks to Big Jack in the back here.
Jack
Not for long media, holding down the fort. What's up, brother?
Man. It's just great to be here with you. It's great to be here on the bye week. Guys, shout out to the Original Fudge Kitchen, the official sponsor of everything we got going on here at the Samboners and Not For Long Media. Guys, they ship fudge and sweet treats across the country. The best fudge, creamy fudge. Locations, Ocean City, Stonehammer, Cape May, Wildwood, North Wildwood. And listen, if you can't get there, they ship it across the country. FudgeKitchens.com. You know it, you love it. The saltwater taffy's the best. So we're here, man. We're here at McGerks. First off, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Because that's the most important thing. A lot to be thankful for.
Absolutely.
I have a lot to be thankful for, especially the Samboners. I know you're very thankful for Samboner Nation.
I am, man. I couldn't be more excited. Just, you know, the amount of new faces, new characters that keep coming up and making their Samboner debut. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, man.
Excited to finally meet Colin in person here today. I keep looking at the go live when I should be looking in here.
Both. We got the camera, we got the live, and we got the awesome people at McGerks taking care of us. We got the food on the way. We got the freaking, what do we get? Awesome. This place is tremendous. Our service has been tremendous. The cheesesteak pounder, we got the hot roast pork, we got the hot wings. I feel the chin starting to come in a little bit.
You know, man, the double chin's a big factor right now.
It's a part of it, though.
You know, I mean,
you said you're 6 pounds up?
Can we talk about that for a second, though? First, you got Thanksgiving. And then the day after Thanksgiving. I mean, talk about the gluttony of all days. I mean, I can't tell you how many people the day after Thanksgiving were sending me pictures of their leftovers, whether it was through a sandwich, an omelet, a pot pie. I mean, that might be the fattest day of the year, honestly.
What do you like to do with your leftovers?
Good question. So my go-to, my brother Joe makes one hell of a sausage stuffing.
Oh.
So the day after, right, what we do the day after, we get the sausage stuffing and we throw it on the waffle maker. And basically the sausage stuffing on the waffle maker becomes the gobbler bun. So we throw all the turkey, all the additional stuffing, the yams. What else do we throw in there? The cranberry sauce, and you got basically a waffle sandwich thanks to the stuffing. That right there is the ultimate gobbler.
Now, so you put this in the notes before, the gobbler. Well, let me say this. I'll backtrack. What I like to do with the leftovers is just a great turkey sandwich. Just some toasted white bread, turkey sandwich, mayo, lettuce, tomato. Like I know, like I'll take some stuffing, I'll put it on there. I don't need the cranberry sauce. I can put that on the side if I want to, but that's what I like to do straight. I love the leftover turkey meat.
Traditional,
very traditional, but it's the best. But we'll go. I digress. The gobbler. You brought that up in the show notes. How do you even attack that? Explain that to people from out of town, what that is.
No, it's a great question. I was thinking about that. Like, is it a Philadelphia thing? Is it an East Coast thing? I haven't even looked it up. I mean, where did the gobbler originate? And is it just a total Samboner type of thing that we do the day after Thanksgiving? So I think it ties in with Philadelphia being the fattest city in the entire country.
Is that fact? And folks,
I think we are.
We're not body shaming here. We're just talking about eating. We're talking about the passion for food, the passion for booze. I had a great night last night on the bye week. I got a bar of the week on my show. I was able to go up to the Plumstead-Phil pub. It's kind of a hometown place for me. It's just a great place. Great people, great ownership, great locals. It's just a great place to hang out. I've talked about it. They have great fries. Their freaking fries, my wife can attest, are unbelievable.
Ooh.
He puts the spud literally in the thing and then crushes it like an orange crush. It goes down right.
That's like the authentic,
and it's Butch,
fresh.
John Kelly from Wood. I don't know if you know Butch.
Name rings a bell.
Yeah, John Kelly.
I used to work at a place in State College, Penn State. It was called the Rap Shack, and it had that claw iron thing. You just bang home, a little oil.
Last night. He does a little chickies, kind of knockoff.
I don't think anybody's ever Sambone French fries. Maybe they have. I have.
You can Sambone anything, folks, including beer. So I Samboned about, 10 beers last night, maybe an old fashioned too. But it's the off night. It's usually my big night. I pick one on the bye week, have a good time. It was for family and friends. Did not drink and drive. Went to the Plumstead-Ville pub. And then went to Peddler's Village, where my mom has stores and has had stores for years. And my brother opened a bar there. What does it say? The Red Fox? It's the Red Fox. It's right at the front. The Red Fox Inn. It's right in the front of the Cock and Bull on the right. You go in there, there's a great cozy pub
Heard the
there.
cock and
you got a
bull.
beer?
There we go.
Thank you. Look
Thank
at
you
that.
very much.
Look at that, Jack. Look,
Cheers, Samboners.
Mick needs it. He was shaking a little bit, Samboners. He's ready to go. Jack's about to leave. Thanks for coming on, Jack. Well, thanks for stopping by, putting everything together. Jack, this is not possible without Jack in the back, so thank you, Jack. Good luck, buddy. So, was able to go to my brother's bar last night, and it freaking cozy. He kind of based it off a little bit of the Everett room. Jack wants some TV time. There you go, Jack. See you, buddy. He works for the Ross Tucker show, so he's heading to take care of that. But great place, kind of like a spin off the Everett room in Cape May, for those that are familiar
Is that the type of place that you just hang out the night before Thanksgiving?
Unbelievable.
Packed?
It was just a solid crowd. It was Wednesday night, Tuesday night. A couple people in there, fireplace, comfy couches, seats, right in the front of the Cock and Bull. So if you're swinging through Brothers Village this year, check that place out. It's just cool. It's just, you got appetizers and just great drinks.
Awesome, man.
So,
awesome.
Yeah, man. Lots to attack. Lots to be thankful for. What'd you guys get done on Thanksgiving? You guys have a big family event?
Yeah. You know, it's starting to kind of downsize a little bit, but we always have that tradition to bring family in. My wife and I hosted this year, and we got after it, man. I mean, I think we hung out till about 2 o'clock in the morning around the fire and just, you know, catching up on good old times, man. There's nothing better than Thanksgiving. Honestly, if I had to rank holidays, Thanksgiving would be number one for me, next to Christmas Eve, then Christmas, honestly.
Yeah. Christmas Eve, it's its own holiday in
But
itself.
again, I still can't get over just like, do we do that around Christmas? I guess we do, man. Starting Wednesday all the way through Sunday, we drank heavy, we ate heavy, and I think we gave up on our bodies, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, I give it a couple of days this week, and I'll start getting back into the grind. We've been, for me, like physically, right throughout the season, I eat very good, and I don't drink much. So when we get the time away, I gotta have.
But let's talk about that, right? Like, talk to me about, you know, a guy like yourself from Bucks County, Doylestown, spend most of his career, you know, outside of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And when you come home, like yesterday when you called me and you're like, where do I Sambone, where do I go? Like, Phil and Jim's just popped up on the top of my head. There's a million establishments out there, but like, what's it like just diving into that first taste of home? And, you know, you're a fucking glorified Samboner, but at the end of the day, like, there's nothing better.
No, it was great to be home. I was telling Sid, like, just driving through, like, Bucks County where I grew up, it's just a great place. You probably take it for granted. You know, there's not many places like it in the world where we live. It's a great place. You got places like McGerks, all these great bars and restaurants. We could have went to 50 places yesterday. I wanted to stop at 4 different ones. My buddy's at Chambers in Doylestown. We were going to stop and see him and then go to the pub. But I got 24 hours at home, so I had to make it work. But what a great.
So 24 hours, you got a cheesesteak, you got a hot roast pork, you got a breakfast sandwich this morning.
Fries
You're about to Sambone your balls off here at McGerks. Like,
Yes.
What else you got up your sleeve?
That's it here, man, for Bucks. That's it. Breakfast sandwich this morning was fantastic over in Stockton. The great little deli over there. Yeah, unique. They have great food right there on the Jersey side. Lambertville, Stockton, another great place.
Shout out Borscht Belt, man.
Yeah, George. They
Those
were
guys
closed
are doing
this morning.
great.
I was pissed this morning. I was ready to come in and Sambone that place. And they wouldn't let me, you know, we couldn't get in. But something was probably going on. But I want to get it back to McGerks, man, because that's why we're here. This place is tremendous. This place is a staple in this area.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Fitz again. Fitzy had his engagement party here. Him and Jane, they're local. A lot of people get the high school flags on the wall.
It's unbelievable,
all the
man.
Philadelphia Catholic Leagues.
This is the place to go to for an Eagles game or pre-post high school football games. Like Colin was saying, it's all lined up with Upper Dublin, LaSalle, Archbishop Wood. My grandfather's on the wall. Shout out to Gin and Tonic. They got a location in Fort Washington. There's one in Maryland. There's one in Lionsville. But when I think McGerks, though, it's funny, and I take this back if I'm wrong, but I don't know if it's the same owner, but growing up as a kid, there wasn't a McGerks, but in Fort Washington, the same location was the Ben Elbow, and the Ben Elbow was the spot for everybody to just get together the night before Thanksgiving, get after it. I think I was getting in there at like 17, 18 years old with a fake ID, probably my brother's.
That's great.
But it was just absolute pandemonium. I don't think we really get after as much as we did back then. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, and then, you know, fast forward 10, 15 years, you've got McGerks, and it's an unbelievable establishment, and they're treating us like gold, man.
Yeah, they are, man. We got food on the way. We can't wait. So, but was that the thing? Like, hey, you and the group on Wednesday. And like, is it an all-out or like?
No, I mean, this is more of kind of a main staple. Definitely a lot of people come here, but then you have a lot of just local dive bars, other, you know, great food establishments right here in the Horsham.
I know you live here.
Well, I was a big fan of Tonelli's for a long, long time. I think that they could evolve. It has the potential to be an unbelievable, like, little pizza sandwich bar. The Maple Glen Tavern is like your absolute hole in the wall, probably one of the top dive bars here in Montgomery County. Played softball for those guys for a couple of years, serving great food. It's one of those bars where you walk in and you go in there to watch a Phillies game and they have the sound of the game on. Like, one of my biggest pet peeves is when you go into a bar to watch a game and the fucking sound of the game isn't on, but that would never happen at the Maple Glen Tavern. Just this small little quaint, like 25 square shaped bar. I mean, I haven't been there in a while, right? The kids take a lot of that away from me nowadays. And then my local favorite is over in Montgomery County is Union Jack's. Union Jack's is serving some of the best wings in probably all the tri-state, in my opinion, right? There's the Jug Handle, there's Mesquite Grill, which is a big fan of yours, but they're the number 1 wing spot, in my opinion. And it's just a great, again, another hole in the wall, hang out, drink 15 Guinness, call it a day.
Big 1.5 Guinness. How you doing? Listen, let's see. I'm not gonna deny that I haven't done that before, but it's hard to do. Guinness is a heavier one, but it's freaking delicious beer. Absolutely delicious beer. All right, here's a question for you that I was thinking about on the way down. What's your favorite of the 3? Lee's, Primo's, or a Wawa hoagie?
How about it? That's a great,
Because that's
great
like the 3.
question.
Like, and you're in this area, I gotta go. Like, Mick always says, like, how can I be nice about a place, even though I think it's just okay? I'm like, well, you could describe it as the place you take your kid if they're hungry after a soccer game.
Yeah.
It's a place I suggest my buddy to. It's a place I suggest my best friend to, my worst enemy to. But those 3 spots, it's like, okay, we're going to a ball game, we're going to a tailgate, we're going to the shore, and the kids need something to nibble on.
All right, so here's the problem, right? Look, I always talk about consistency, especially when you're going into like the main staples, like the Angelos of the world. Like, there's always that consistency factor. But when you're looking at 3 like major chains, Lee's, Primo's, Wawa. Wawa and Primo's, they're always consistent. Like, I think when you go to any type of Wawa, I think there's 1,000 over this tri-state area, even down south now, like, you're always going to get just the same exact product. I think the same thing bodes well for Primo's. Lee's, on the other hand, every location is different, right? Like, there's a location in Southampton that I grew up on. There's a location in Horsham. I honestly think the best location is the Abington location.
Really?
So I guess it all boils down, like Tony Luke Jr. was saying, like, it really boils down to the person cooking the food.
Yeah.
And they put a little flavor into it. So I'm a big fan of all 3. I think it's beautiful that we have those 3 iconic staples here in the tri-state area. But for me, I'll have to go, I'm gonna go Lee's. I'm going to go Lee's.
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I'm going to go Lee's as well. Listen, Wawa's super consistent. Primo's, I've only been to a few times, I'll be honest with you. I still like it, don't get me wrong. I'm an Italian hoagie guy. But I like the red pepper relish mixed with the oil and vinegar, mixed with the mayo. That, to me, with the lettuce, tomato, onion, hot pepper.
Dude, you got a lot of shit yesterday for the mayo on the Italian. I mean, is that...
You got to. Who
I
put
agree.
mayo on an Italian hoagie?
I agree.
Wait, that's not a thing?
The hardcore Italians see that and they cringe. Like, shout out Drew, OG Drew. Like,
OG Drew.
he despises mayonnaise on an Italian hoagie. I think a little bit of mayo, a little bit of oil, bada bing, bada boom.
Let me see if your mic's on here as we rolling. Oh yeah, we're rolling. Good. A little bit of mayo. Listen, guys.
This thing's tickling me.
We're trying to make this thing work as we go. It's not going to be perfect. That's Samboner.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you need a little bit of mayo on there. I don't want a lot of mayo, I'll be honest with you guys. I literally want the knife dipped and just a slather of it. Just a light layer
That's
of
it.
I've even had that on a cheesesteak before. It's been tremendous.
But it's almost like you showed your Italian hoagie and you got busted.
Busted?
Like, give me a break.
Listen. We got incoming here. I think you can bring it right here if you don't mind.
Ho ho!
Salmon, that's for my wife in the back.
So healthy.
So healthy. Somebody's got to be that way.
I hear you.
Oh, look at this, folks. We got the wings and things, hot wings. You can just put it all right
All
in
in
the
the
middle. Move the hats. Fudge Kitchen. Again, another shout out to Fudge Kitchen, Chip and Fudge and Sweet Treats Coffee. Thank you so much. All right.
All right, we're Samboning now.
We're going to actually Sambone it because we're here. We'll be on video again, me and Mick. So we're going to slide in and actually Sambonus on here, Sambone it on here, and Sambone it on our thing. Because listen.
What's up, Sambone Nation?
We're just wilding out today, me and Mick. Our first time
Wait,
meeting.
whoa. What did you order here?
So what did we order, Mick?
I have no idea. This looks deadly.
Okay, so let's take a look. Take a bite. This is a roast pork.
I think you got the ultimate cheesesteak.
Yeah, that's the ultimate. Everything on it. Cheers.
Take a look. Take a bite. Oh, you got hot peppers on there.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
We're not wasting any time here, folks.
Pet peeve of mine, I'll be honest with you. Make homemade chips are really easy to make. Fries, I don't like the bag. You like the bag? It's old school.
It is. I mean,
Wow.
just grab the bag and dump them out.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? Look, McGerks has solid food. They've always
love you,
been
McGerks.
consistent. I love you,
Listen,
McGerks.
I love it, but we gotta be honest.
Sydney's over there samboning a salmon salad. Talk about wild card month.
All right. You know how I eat, dude.
Dude, you are an absolute machine. You're a professional samboner.
I engulf it.
How does a guy like you survive outside of this area? I mean, if you're from Philadelphia, like I feel for fried onions. I fucking love fried onions. My best friend, he's down south. He's finding great barbecue down there. But when it comes to a cheesesteak or a hot roast pork or a chicken cutlet, the kid's suffering. I mean, he's suffering. Like, how do you overcome that?
Wow. He's suffering because I love it. Because my work involves my body. So it's good to get away. Like if I was an Eagle, when I was with the Giants, dude, I put on 10 pounds. I was a unit. And we're samboning on here too. All right, we're gonna rate these real quick. Take a bite of that roast pork.
I already did, dude.
What do you think?
All right, this is the cheesesteak.
The cheesesteaks with the hot peppers are hot.
Cheesesteak's easy 9-0, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just
It's definitely a 9.
bursting with flavor. 9.0.
Okay. Take a look. Take a bite. Cheesesteak's delicious. Super cheese, great. The roast pork, it's got some Tony Luke's in it. I mean, does it not?
I haven't tried it yet.
It's got the garlic, the whole 9.
It could be the Tony Luke's recipe.
The seeded John. Look at the drip. Look at the drip. And the undercarriage of the hoagie roll, it's still good.
Colin's wigging out, Samboners.
Listen. The salmon's great.
There we go. We got a 9.5 on the salmon salad over there.
Roast pork, unbelievable. I'm gonna give that a 9. 5? 9.5? That's good, bro. That's good. The cheesesteak, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Still delicious. Still delicious. Still delicious. And then we got the
Now,
wings.
people will question that, right? Like, we're having fun out here, man. We're having fun, right?
We're samboning.
There's plenty of great hot roast porks, cheesesteaks out there. But look, I get a lot of grief for that, too, right? Like, you can't find these types of sandwiches with these fresh rolls outside of Philadelphia. Like, everything's in a fucking 9s. I mean, at the end of the day...
This is fresh, and it's really good quality homemade product. Like, there's time spent in this. And the rolls are shipped, bought in. That's unbelievable. That's a review here. I gave it a, what'd you give it? So what are you gonna give them?
I give the cheesesteak, actually, I give it a 9. I'll give the hot roast pork like an 8.6.
Okay, listen. Thanks for tuning in here. Samboner out here, but Samboner here, there. Peace. Unbelievable.
You guys are funny.
We're having fun, man. We got the wings right here. Let's take a look. How about a dip in the pool?
Ooh!
Did you go out to eat this weekend at the shore? Did you all?
Yeah. Did we? I forget. No, you know, Kathleen's aunt always is cooking and serving up dishes. Shout out Sam's Italian Market this time around. She threw a couple frozen dishes out there. Lasagna, spinach lasagna. What else did we eat? Oh, we had a ton of leftovers, dude. We brought the waffle maker down.
Unbelievable.
We brought the waffle maker down, and we made a couple of those crazy waffle maker.
Good eats, huh?
Ah, dude, absolutely. And packed a cooler. We kept it pretty lean, man, honestly.
What are you drinking? Like, what's your beverage? Like, for me, I'm a, and so you know, I like drinking Corona Lights, at least gluten beer, so I'm not a small. I love Corona Lights. Great to drink, easy to drink. I'm a Coors Light guy. I love K-Made Brewing Company locally.
Yeah.
I think they make a really, really good, genuine, good product, and I know the owners, and it's not even like a bias thing, I'll be honest with you. They make a great product. If you're down the shore, go see them.
Yeah.
Like, the tasting room's so cool. It's great in the wintertime, too.
My go-to is IPA, only for the first 2, maybe 3, and then I kick right into Miller Lights, and I go
Mouse.
Miller Lights
Is that your
pretty
light
hard
beer?
for the rest of the day. That said, I've actually started to take like of the whole iced tea, like the spiked iced tea concept, like Sea Isle's doing it, Cape May's doing it. I was into the White Claws for a little while. I don't know, they give you a little heartburn after 2 or 3, but yeah, for the most part, it's Cape May IPA or just your good IPA and Miller Lite. I was a Coors Light guy
Really?
back in the day. In college, I was a Natty Light guy. You can't
course.
beat Natty Light, 12-pack for $6.60. I lived on them. But
The Penn State days.
Miller Lite.
What were the happening bars in Penn State back in the day?
Oh, man. Well, so my go-to
Skeller.
for years was the Raskeller. I had some local ties there with Keith Conlon. My brother's real good friends with the Conlons, Keith Conlon, Kevin Conlon. Keith had his jersey right there, and we lived right above the Raskeller the one year, so I was always going down there. He would take care of me. Who else? The Sports Cafe was a huge spot. They would serve these amber ales for $2. I still have a couple of the glasses at my house, these $2 amber ales. Cafe 210 had the loaded fries, like basically what you were saying, but just, oh my God. So yeah, there was a lot of good spots. It's changed over the years though.
Yeah.
I haven't been back in probably 5 or 6 years.
Listen, I went to the University of Florida, that's where we met. The food was great. The drinking scene was great there, but it's changed. It's a shame. They've really gone commercial where they're knocking down the old school college bars and putting big high-rise apartments, which I hate. And that's what's about Bucks County. It still keeps its charm here. Like, we were in Upper Bucks last night, and it's still got the charm. Heather's Village got the lights. This area is great for eating and drinking. I'm trying to think. I like Mike's Bar and Grill is good too. We used to hit that a lot when I was at Wood.
Yeah.
There. They got some good food.
I thought about actually going there, And Mike's Bar and Grill's been around for forever,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's an Archbishop Wood staple,
Yeah.
honestly.
All right, so what do we go to now? What do we talk about? So,
We're Samboner, baby.
we're Samboner. How long have we been live for here? Can I tell you how long?
I have no idea.
We probably started.
I'm totally clueless.
We was off the rails
Always.
per user. So we were having a guest today, but they may blew us off. Not blew us off. Happy birthday, by the way. Meg,
Who's that?
right?
Yeah, Meg Mees was going to make a special appearance. Happy birthday, Meg Mees. If you make it, great. If not, we love you. We love you anyway.
All right, so the wings are hot. They'll burn you up, but they're really good. And the blue cheese, like a homemade, really good blue cheese. I told myself I was going to have a couple of bites of both because I've been really Samboning. Shout out to the salad.
So now what? Like now what? You've been on this 24-hour absolute grind. Carolina, Annapolis, back to Bucks County, over to Stockton. Now you're in Horsham. You're fucking Samboning your balls off, Colin. Now what?
I'm going to have a sip of water.
I mean,
No more beer.
You go home and just drink water for the rest of the week.
Absolutely not.
Layer.
So what I'm going to do is this. We're going to go home today. Me and my beautiful wife, Sydney. We are going to shut it down, batten down the hatches, we call it.
Oh, yeah.
Nap time from 4 to 5. Get it going. Go to a friend's house for dinner. Enjoy that. Tomorrow, we already talked about it. Right to the sauna, right to the steam, right to the elliptical. No elliptical for me, but I'm going to get some run in. I'll get some movement in. I'll get a light lift in. I'll get a big lift on Friday. I'll also swim as well. We'll hang out. We got some friends coming over Thursday night for dinner. We'll do a little Christmas,
Nice.
But this is like my time because I've been eating good. I've been eating clean for weeks here, so
Nice.
I can afford to have a couple
Absolutely,
sandwiches,
man.
have a good time, kick it back, have a
Like
couple.
you said, you should have been an offensive lineman and you would have no problems right now.
It'd be great. Life would be really good. But thank God I'm a blocking tight end, so I can still dabble in that a little bit. These are great hoodies, dude. Shout out.
Shout out!
There's a freaking pocket in these, folks. A freaking pocket for your beer. Now, not that I drink any beer, but if I did, foop, right there. Keep it cold. You could hide a can in there. Not that I would ever want to do that. You can hide a can. You got the bottle right in there.
Dude, it's the greatest.
Now-
It's the greatest.
Shout out to your apparel company. Talk about what you're doing with that.
Yeah, Mac Branded Solutions, man. We're in high gear, serving a lot of just local bars, restaurants, small, medium enterprise businesses here in the Philadelphia area. Anything from just branded marketing, promotional, apparel-wise products. We can do it, man. One-stop shop. We serve all verticals. It's been a lot of fun, man. My brother and I have been kind of working on this on the side for a while. I'm taking it on full time, in addition to Samboner Nation. And it's a lot of fun. So if anybody needs help from that standpoint, just getting your brand out there, whether it's through swag or any type of products or video appearance, I can help you out.
So, you talk about family a lot. Your son, Sam Bones. But for those who are just tuning into the show, talk about how it kind of started amongst you, your friends, your family, your son, to where it is now.
No, it's great that you say that, man. I appreciate you asking that. Like, I was just leaving. Like, this becomes so surreal for us and for me. And my close buddies, but just like leaving my house just now, like there's 3 or 4 piles of laundry on the bed. Like half of the shirts in that laundry are Samboner shirts for my kids. They wear Samboner shirts to bed every single night. And, it's just something that has become very contagious amongst not only the 6 of us, but again, like I mentioned in the first episode 0, there's a quote unquote for you, Pat. They bust my balls all the time for all my little sayings, but it's come a long way. And again, like I'll never forget, like the few of us were sitting on the phone one day, and do we push this? Do we push this online? Like we didn't have an online presence. We didn't even I wasn't even following Barstool, dude. Like we were clueless. Yeah. But we were fucking texting amongst the 6 of us.
You were doing it, but we're born on it.
And then we were starting to do videos. I don't know, sandwich rise. I firmly believe that we were the first to market when it came to video reviews for sandwiches, Sambones.
Yep.
And we just, we said to ourselves, like, look, if we can push this out and get people to jump in and have the same amount of fun that we're having, maybe we got something. And, again, Samboner Nation, we can't thank you enough. We're not going to stop, right? It's a lot of fun. Like Grant, Samboner Grant, Lieutenant Grant, he sends me reviews once a week, and this guy is just having a fucking ball every single night. He sent me one last night. He's got like 5 or 6 of his buddies at this local pub. He's Samboning some hot roast pork that looked like a fucking 3. Samboni gave it a 9. Like, just having fun, though. Like, tying people in. Matty Good times on Thursday Night Football, or Sunday Night Football. Saw the cheesehead. He's taking a bite out of the cheesehead. And the thing he's thinking about is take a look, take a bite, right? So take a look, take a bite has been very contagious. It's an awesome tagline that came organically to us. And, the more people that we can get out there samboning and having fun is the better. And, again, I don't know, man. I don't know what's the World Cup. Like, and people keep asking me, like, what's next? I'm like, I don't know. The only answer I have is keep on fucking samboning.
And so people ask, like, and you've asked, like, why Samboners? Like, what's it work for you, Colin, and then the brand of Not For Long Media? So I've always wanted to do something with food. I've done your Samboner reviews before. I've always been food, booze, travel. That's kind of, my foodstagram back in the day was food, drinks, football. Like it's always been a part of it for me. I've always been an eater. I've always been a pasta boy, right? People tell me that, like, because I'm an eater. I love to eat. I love the camaraderie side of it.
Man.
Like I said to my dad, my family, I grew up at a bar stool. All my friends are older. Like that's just kind of who I am and how I like to do business. Like, so sitting in McGerks with the buddies on like a, Saturday afternoon for lunch before, you got to go home and hang with the family. That's what I grew up doing while my mom worked.
Get any better than this?
You can't. And my mom was at retail, so she worked on the weekend. So my dad was like, hey, you want to go to lunch today? We'll finish chores around the house for mom. And then we're out. We're going to go to lunch to meet the guys. So I grew up going with the guys and doing this. So that's what attracted me to the Samboners. It always felt like, hey, you're just sitting at a bar stool with the buddies, eating, drinking, having a good time. Men, women, children. So, that's how it fit for us. It was like, okay, how can we make this work? Okay, Mick says, how can we grow the thing a little bit? Boom, podcast, do videos like this. And we're all just kind of figuring it out on the way.
That's it, man. That's it. The more people we can bring together, the better. It's a ton of fun. Who was it? Chrissy, shout out to Chrissy. Samboning ain't easy, but it's necessary.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Samboning ain't easy, but it's necessary. My buddy Pat, OG Pat, he's probably out, look at this pouring rain, he's probably out there samboning in the rain. I mean, the fucking guy loves to go outside and eat turkey sandwiches in the rain. And just like dance through the streets. And
I was dancing today. That people were like,
yes, you were.
It got me going a little bit.
Yes, you were.
And I had my dancing shoes on. Before we wrap up, anything else there, Mick? I think we've had a great meal. Shout out to McGerks again. Guys, they were so accommodating. This place is the spot. If you're coming through Lower Bucks, Montgomery, you're coming off the Turnpike.
Yeah.
Where am I going to eat? I got to get up. I got to go family here. I got to do this stuff on the holiday. Stop at McGerks.
Yes.
The place is tremendous.
Yes.
The food, the service, they couldn't be more accommodating.
No, that's all I got to. Really appreciate McGerks for having us in today. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Now, I hope everybody is recovered. Like today, for me,
You're hurting a little bit.
I was hurting, but I woke up today and I finally felt like 100. Well, no, I never feel 100%. I was like 95%. Now I'm back to 75%, and
right.
We got Christmas right around the corner. So keep it hot, keep on Sambone, and keep sending in your videos, and hope to just connect with everybody. Let's have fun.
People keep probably watching this like, this guy is just I'm just destroying everything. I'm the guy too that looks at the guy next to him like, bro, you gonna eat that? That's where I'm
Well, you got me talking.
Yeah, because I'm ready to freaking crush that too, because the food is this good. at McGerks. Oh man, what was I gonna say before we wrap things up? No, so like this is how I operate too. Like since I missed Thanksgiving, like we did at Thanksgiving with my parents, it was great. We had gone out to dinner and they came to Charlotte, it was great. But it's not traditional, right? Like I grew up doing. Or I'm gonna miss Christmas this year in Pennsylvania, you know, at home. So like when I have my time off, it's like full bore. Like,
oh man.
Because I gotta like last night we had a nice family dinner with about 10 of us, family and friends, some drinks.
No, you honestly, you look.
That was like my Thanksgiving.
He posted up yesterday at Phil and Jim, and don't take this the wrong way.
No.
You look pissed. Like you look. How the fuck do I live without this shit? Like,
I wasn't, folks.
Like you were pissed.
I was ecstatic. I felt the seriousness of the review. I felt it. I'm behind the place. They're looking out at me. They're probably like, "Who's this psychopath talking to himself?" I got a case of beer.
Well, that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing about Samboner, right? We have reviews from like us sitting at the bar, like shout out Fried Uns. You know, he was the king of like acting like he was taking a phone call. Like really, he was just talking to himself or the six of us through the phone. But anybody that like looked over at him, like, "Yo, what's wrong with you?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm on the phone. What's going on? What's going on?" Because it's hard.
You were Samboner. Listen, I felt the levity of the situation, and I reacted accordingly. And again, appreciate everybody tuning in on the live stream, all the comments, all the likes, all the waves, all the viewers. Thank you guys. Any questions for us? We try to get them answered. But again, we're live here at McGerks. So for me, man, like when I go because we've been going since July.
Yeah, man.
And then before that, I have a sober period about a month before camp, and then the food changes, everything changes. I really dial in.
Yeah.
So when I go end of June, and then I go on the bye week, and then when the season, I'm ready to celebrate Christmas in January because it went by, you know. So we give it hell, and when I'm at, that's why this is all built into what I got going on. Helps me anxiety-wise because I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Dude, you're incredible, man. You're
so
incredible.
That's it, man. That's it for us. I mean,
yeah.
Again, shout out to our sponsor, the Original Fudge Kitchen, fudgekitchens.com.
Buy some fudge.
Fudge and sweet treats across the country. Everybody loves that saltwater taffy. Everybody loves their certain kind of fudge. Maple walnut guy myself. So that's it. I'm Colin Thompson. That's Mick McKenzie.
Be well out there, Samboners.
Samboner's out.
Samboner out. Love y'all.